You win this battle, man, I'll soon be dead. I'll glue your face to my dick so I can fuck with your head. I got metaphors coming through my pores. You probably never been in a battle before, so I hope you realize your mistake. There ain't no party, got some candles, this won't be a piece of cake. Put your face.
Welcome to the Before Hours podcast, an internet radio phenomenon hosted by an occasional morning person. I ask the most interesting people I know about their sleep, their routine, life, love, stress, and setbacks. If you want to talk to us, you may do so in one of two ways. Email the Before Hours podcast at gmail.com, or you could slide into my DMs on Instagram. I'm Bobby Scheen, LOL. LOL, because you know I bring the laughter. But for now, we got comedian, good friend, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, a good man, Jeff Scheen. How you doing, Jeff?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, absolutely.
At my best friend's studio, where there's currently no construction happening, but my understanding is that can change at any moment.
Oh, really? They can start drilling at any time?
Yeah, dude, and we could start drilling anytime, if you know what I'm saying.
What the hell?
you just storm off.
Yeah, that's it. This is over.
My new thing, I did it off mic, is I've been saying pause.
Oh, yeah, you did do that.
What I like about pause, it's when I do it, it's both homophobic and cultural appropriation.
Oh,
Kind of a little bit of a 1-2.
There you go.
For those unacquainted,
Finally.
pause is so black people invented no homo, except it was pause. And then white people changed it to no homo.
Wait, pause was first?
Pause was first. Mhm.
Really?
Pause is like from like early hip hop, I think.
Oh, I thought pause is new.
It's had a resurgence for some reason.
Yeah?
Yeah, and you know what I think it is? Because first of all, it's better word economy. Because no homo, that's 3 syllables.
You're right.
Pause
No
is
one has the
literally
time.
a third of the amount of syllables.
Mm-hmm. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
PAWS? That's for dogs.
Hey, I think your dog's really cute. Pause.
Yeah, pause.
And
It's a
his
hot
tail.
dog.
Yeah, dude.
Pause.
Hot dog is actually the food.
Mhm.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
It actually comes from people being sexually attracted to canines.
Really?
No.
Go on.
That's it. I don't wish to expand any further.
No. Go on.
I so don't find animals attractive, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not cursed with that. Of like, can you imagine if you're like, I could only get off if there's a dog in the room?
I don't think
You know what I mean?
anyone's attracted to animals.
I think that, I mean, there's people sitting in prison because they were.
No, I don't think they're attracted to them. I think they see him as like a fleshlight type deal.
Oh, do you think it's a like any port in a storm situation?
Yeah. Like no one's attracted to no one's attracted to their avatar fleshlight.
Okay. Well, speak for yourself, buddy. Have you ever used a fleshlight?
No, never have.
I haven't either. I'm not morally against fleshlights,
Yeah.
but I don't want to use one because what if the sensation is exactly the same
It might be better.
or better, and therefore my bloodline dies with me?
What a great way to go. All your ancestors looking down. This is how it ends.
Oh, Shadeli. Oh, Bob, please don't fuck the flashlight. Flawless Irish accent, by the way.
Yeah, I couldn't. If I closed my eyes, I was in Ireland.
Scheen, is that a Irish last name?
I have no idea.
You have like no interest in where you come from.
No, I have some. I've heard multiple things. I've heard my aunt say it was changed from Scheen. It was originally Scheen Akowski. We were an Akowski or something, and they cut that off.
Uh-huh.
And then she said also, I don't know if this is true, that I had a great grandpa and it died in a Russian work camp, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I love
It's
it.
sad, but also cool.
No, it's cool. It explains so much.
Mhm.
That's why I have uncalatans. We're a soft family.
Oh, okay. I love that you're victim blaming your great-great-grandfather. That pussy couldn't handle the
Yeah.
work camp.
We can't work too hard. We'll die.
Dude, I feel the same way. Like, I feel like if I go, actually, I think I'd be fine if I went to prison.
Really?
Because I would just suck everyone's dick and let them fuck me in the asshole. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God.
Yeah, so I'd be fine. You know what I mean?
I would get killed immediately.
You think so?
Probably for being annoying.
They're like, dude, shut
Yeah,
up.
I
You're
would be
always
laying in
on.
bed. Are you guys awake? Who can't sleep right now? Then I get shanked. But yeah, and that was okay. So that was the Eastern European side. But then they did do a the 23andMe,
Mhm.
and I'm like 50% British and like 20% Irish.
Yeah.
I'm all over on the aisles.
That's the thing is, if I ever did like a 23andMe, it would be like, oh, I thought I was Irish, but turns out I'm also English, Welsh, and Scottish.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad I spent hundreds of dollars on that.
That's right. But I think it's mostly my mom's side, and her last name is Kirkman. And Kirkman, I looked that up, is what was it? Man of the Cloth.
Ooh.
I think we were they were the religious folk.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, worked at the church or something.
It's funny to think of like they were like the Puritans. They were like, we got to escape religious oppression. I think people don't talk about the Puritans is they may have been religious fundamentalists, you know, because we're taught in school like they were oppressed and so they had to come over here, but they were also like, you know, really into Jesus in a way that made everybody else uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're a bunch of weirdos. And everybody wanted them to go away, and then they did.
Yeah, and now we're here.
Yeah, now we're here, and the Native Americans got fucked.
Dude, shout out to the Native Americans if there's any listening. I don't know how to check the analytics in that way. The YouTube the analytics on YouTube actually doesn't break it down by race.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it'd be weird if they did, I guess.
I mean, it would be nice if they had to like take your blood before every click. It just has a needle.
And then they let you know if you have at least one black listener, also known as the one drop rule. So it's perfect. Are you from Detroit, by the way? Okay,
I'm from Michigan. Yeah,
I went to Detroit recently, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Did my little skits.
Where? What happened? Tell me everything. Take me there.
I'll take you there, buddy. Well, I did a one-nighter because I did like a Midwestern thing.
Oh yeah.
And but I spent the whole day doing M&M tourism.
Go on.
Yeah, so we went to Gilbert's Lodge, which is where he used to work as a dishwasher / short order cook.
Oh, really?
And there's no indication at the restaurant that he used to work there. So
they got no plaques or nothing.
Nothing. And I asked the waitress who was like my age, so I'm like, clearly they didn't work together. But I was like, is it true that Eminem used to work here? I do know that he used to work there, but that's how I chose to open up the discussion.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, let me get Lynn over here. Lynn used to work with him. And there's this like nice, like older lady. And she's like, oh, I knew Marshall. Yeah. He was nice. He was quiet. And he always wore headphones. And every once in a while, he would stop washing dishes to write something on a piece of paper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's such a fucking cool story.
Oh. And she and Lynn is still there?
Shout out Lynn, which is also my mom's name.
Marshall didn't take care of her?
No, I guess
he didn't come back for Lynn.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop at one point.
No, he could come back for Lynn. 10 grand would be the world to her.
Yeah, that is true.
He could just drop it off.
But do you ever think about this? Like you say you come into a bunch of money, right?
Sure.
Where's this? Because obviously, like if I come into a bunch of money, mom and dad are getting taken care of. I don't have any siblings. I don't have a wife or children. So I think mom, dad, maybe like my first degree friendships, like people that I text every day. But then beyond that, like for any of my cousins listening, I'm sorry, you're not getting a dime from me.
Nothing to the cousins.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Because you do have to make the cutoff at some point.
Well, how much money are you coming into?
Well, let's say $250 million is what Marshall has. So let's say you have $250 million.
$250 million.
You can't give everybody money.
Yeah, I guess I would, I would use it all on myself.
I love how quickly you folded.
Yeah, I would.
You're like, the buck actually stops here.
Right. I would do everything I can. I would try to buy as many homes in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And try to just really price everyone out.
Ooh, so you would do what's already happening. That's so nice.
But it would all be me.
Yeah.
And I'd put my face on it.
Dude, you would definitely get killed.
Just buying up neighborhood after neighborhood and growing and growing. So yeah, that would be my dream.
We had Gary Madera on the podcast.
Gary Bear.
And he's from Detroit. Is that how you guys know each other?
Yeah, that's where I met Gary.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He rules. He was telling me about being Filipino. Are you Filipino?
I wish.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Filipinos.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of them.
Jollibee's a great fast food restaurant.
Yeah,
Possibly one of the best. The only fast food restaurant where you could get spaghetti.
Yep. Gary's great. Actually, you can also get spaghetti at M&M's.
Oh, Mom's Spaghetti.
Mom's Spaghetti.
See, I went to Gilbert's Lodge instead because Mom's Spaghetti felt like a little too touristy. You know what I mean?
Oh, you didn't even stop over and check out Mom's Spaghetti?
No.
I've never had it.
I feel like you buy spaghetti there and then you could maybe buy the cringe merch that they have. M&M has cringe merch.
Sure.
Because dude.
He's like 50.
Yeah, I don't even think he's in charge of it. I think it's all Paul Rosenberg.
Well, probably, yeah.
Well, you know, he's in charge of everything because he's
Yeah.
the manager. But like for a long, I wanted to find a shirt that just had the album cover of the Marshall Mathers LP, his
Okay.
magnum opus, in my humble opinion.
Uh-huh.
And you couldn't find it. But they had all these things like, don't get lost in the sauce, get lost in the moment. And I had a picture
nice.
of spaghetti. And I'm like, no,
Yeah, that's
no.
good.
No,
Yeah.
no, Jeff, it's not good.
No, that's good. That's what we say in Michigan all
Yeah,
the
oh,
time.
yeah.
It's a classic Michigan phrase. Mhm.
So are you from Detroit or from the outside of Detroit?
The outside of Detroit.
Okay.
I'm like,
You went to Clanbrook?
yeah, I went to, is it Clanbrook? Is that what he says?
You went to Clanbrook. That's a private school.
Where is that?
It's from 8 Mile.
No, I know, but where is it? Is it in Bloomfield Hills?
I actually have no idea.
I bet it's in Bloomfield Hills. Anyways, Bloomfield Hills, rich. It's in the rich suburb of Detroit.
Mhm.
But Detroit's down here.
Mhm.
And then I'm like an hour north up here.
Oh, okay.
And then Gary was like a half hour north. So Gary is in between me and Detroit.
So Gary's like in the Westchester of Detroit,
Right.
and you're like in the Hudson Valley of Detroit. I'm from the Hudson Valley of New York.
Yeah, I guess so. Isn't there money in Hudson Valley?
Yeah, but I didn't have any of it, unfortunately.
Can you go a little bit further to where there's even the no money part?
Yeah, so because we have so you go past Westchester, and then Rockland's kind of weird because Rockland rich people live there too, but there's also Haitians and Hasidic Jews that fight each other constantly.
Okay, sure.
And then Orange is in front of that, and then Orange is like poor white people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's kind of weird. Like the town that I'm from is 3,000 people, and there's a lake. It's called Greenwood Lake. So there's $1 million houses along the lake.
Uh-huh.
But then the further you move from the lake, the less teeth people have.
Oh, it sounds like from where, yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar to this.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were off the lake.
Yeah.
We had lake access, but we weren't on the lake, so we had to drag our boat.
You had a boat?
Yeah, we had a little pontoon boat.
That's awesome. I love that. My dad is one of
Or
those
paddle boat.
My parents are so like, they were like, we're not going to get even a pontoon boat. We're not going to get a pet. They were very low maintenance. They only had one kid. They just wanted to do the bare.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, you were so lonely, I bet.
I do think I'm not an introvert, but I do value my alone time, and I think that comes from being an only child.
Yeah.
Are you an only child?
I was till I was 14. And then my mom there's a late baby.
A late baby.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh.
My parents there's just a big gap, and then my parents had another one.
14 is enough time where culturally you're an only child.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was a freshman in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, you have a sibling. And I was like, well, no, I've already developed who I am. You can't do this to me now.
Right.
You know, I'm strange already.
Mm-hmm.
But it was because I guess I had there was a small weight lifted off of my shoulders.
Mhm.
I noticed because all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm not in charge of doing anything now.
Yes.
I don't have to carry the name or the grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
There's now somebody else who can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a burden lifted off of.
See, I don't have to carry the name or have children because I don't want to.
No, but what about your parents?
They should have had more kids.
Don't they want to be grandparents?
Probably.
Oh no.
But I want to be an artist, baby.
Oh God.
Maybe I could do both, but it's going to be challenging. Do you have any money for me? Can I have some money?
Do I have any money?
Yeah.
No, I got any money.
No, we both don't have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some stock in GameStop.
Hell yeah, dude.
Still holding on to that.
Maybe you could buy some Battletoads from there.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I'm hoping that runs again, man.
That was
I need to get caught. I'm still in the hole.
Someone asked me if I have any investments, and I said I have $1,000 in a CD and $1,000 in an index fund.
Yeah.
And they were like, so no.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I invested $2,000.
Yeah, and I think what's the CD? You get like $100 off of that?
Yeah. I like to watch it grow because to me it's like, because I put in $1,000 like a year ago, and now I have like 1,300 or something.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm like, I did make $300 for doing nothing.
Yeah.
It does give you a sense of like, once you have some money, like if I ever even come into like some amount of money,
Mhm.
that it would just grow exponentially for doing nothing. You
Yeah.
just put a bunch of it into enough different places, and hopefully like a 2008 type situation doesn't happen.
Right.
You know, put some under the mattress.
That's all. Yeah, that's all rich people do is they get a ton of money, put it in a thing, and then they just spend the interest.
Yeah.
And they just have this pile that just works for them. We all just need a big pile that makes our own money.
I don't know if I would be big into like I couldn't trade or whatever, because the first time I put like I said, I put $1,000 into an index fund, and then the first day I saw $997, and I almost. I was almost like, sell.
You gotta hold
I lost
through.
$3 in one day.
Oh.
Sell. I'm not up for it, Jeff.
You gotta hold through. I'm down so much on GameStop. I have lost my ass.
I like the idea of you like becoming aware of that situation and just took the wrong. You're like, oh, now I have to do it.
Now I'm in it.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I don't know. I watched The Big Short after that happened because I was like, maybe I'll understand what happened if I watch The Big Short, and I still don't know.
Oh, you know,
like I have like a general understanding of like shorting, but to me, I'm like, if you because GameStop was like very clearly gonna go under, right? They're a brick and mortar video game store. You know,
it looked like they were on their way out.
So why wouldn't anyone not short it? That's what
all the big companies were like, this is going to go way out. And then one guy was like, I think they're going to survive. I think it was the pandemic. I think they were like, the pandemic was going to kill them off. And this guy was like, I think they can make it. Okay. And it was a gamble, but he was like going off of like selling Xboxes and PlayStations and stuff. And so he assumed, he's like, I think they'll survive, and these shorts will get screwed, and then they'll have to cover their bet, which will pump up this share price because they have to buy back that gamble. And then it started to happen. You know, they're like, they'll go out this time. Like, oh, they didn't. So then the price kept going. Then everybody else started getting sniffing it. And then they're like, oh, wait. And that pushed up the company. And then that started the whole rise.
Can you imagine if you like work at GameStop, not as an employee, but like middle management or like even like a low level executive, and you literally still have a job because like guys on Reddit wanted to do a bit?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I got swept up and saved some careers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You better believe I sniffed it and hopped in there when it was the highest it could be.
And then people were talking about like that subreddit, like it might be illegal for them to do that, but like it's people that professionally short companies are the most unlikable people.
Oh, they're monsters.
Yeah.
All those hedge funds were terrible monsters, and they still are. But now it's running again. We'll see. I'm still in it.
Are you a video game guy?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
I just got a Steam Deck.
Okay.
It's a handheld Steam.
I'm so not plugged into the culture. I don't even know what a Steam Deck is.
Really?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, you're not plugged into the culture?
Dude, so I'm not, listen, I want this to be very clear, and some of our longtime listeners already know this. I am not like, oh, video games are dumb. I am literally bad at them.
Oh, I'm not great either.
Yeah. So like, but I'm so bad at them that I don't derive any joy from participating. You know what I mean? It's
nothing?
It's almost like if you try to play guitar and then you're like, I kind of can't play guitar. And then playing guitar is not fun.
Even if you put it on like the easiest mode?
Ooh.
I put it on easy modes all the time.
Yeah, maybe. I you know where I got, because I played video games as like a kid. Like I was born in 90. So 95, I remember I got a Nintendo 64 with Mario 64, and that was fun. And then I got the PlayStation 2, and the baseball games and the wrestling games, and those were very fun, but sort of meaningless. Where I got edged out is like the first person, the communal first person shooter games, because I would always, you know, like, so I was, you know how you get picked last in gym class? That also applies to me, right? I would get literally picked last to be on that team. Like Halo or COD or whatever, people would be like, he sucks so bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not good at those either.
Oh, okay.
No, I stink at those. I'm usually the guy on my team that has like all the health packs.
When they can't shoot you.
Yeah, well, I'm always like, yeah, who's down? I got a health pack for you. So I bring people back.
Oh, well, that's good, man.
Yeah, so I'm contributing.
Yeah.
But then also there's like the single players. I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. I'm a Slytherin.
Ooh.
You know? I made my guy I made him look evil. I gave him a big scar over his eye.
Because Slytherin are kind of like the bad boys. Of
Yeah,
Harry
they're
Potter.
the bad guys.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm in the Hogwarts world right now. I'm exploring that. Got a Steam Deck.
Mhm.
That's a handheld. I'm gonna probably get into some we'll see, maybe a little maybe Cyberpunk.
Okay.
That's a game about the future. Yeah.
Ooh, the future.
You can go all over the place with the magic of video games.
Now, Steam Deck, is this where the Steam cards come into play?
Yeah. You have the Steam cards and you can download games off of Steam. The deck is their own handheld.
Ah, okay. Because I know Steam Deck cards are like very heavy into like scamming right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like the FBI will be like, you're under investigation for a serious crime, but if you give us $100 worth of Steam Deck cards, you'll be fine. Which
Yeah.
my understanding is that's not how the FBI works.
No, not at all. No, but you can buy. Yeah, when you go to buy Steam Deck cards or Steam cards, they limit your buy.
Ah, I see.
You can only get like a few.
And the few times I've never bought Steam Decks, but I'll buy like gift cards, and they'll be like, "Are you buying this for yourself?" You know, because they want to make sure that you're not like a confused person that's like getting scammed or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've been part of that exchange, and also I've heard. So people don't know that that's how scamming works. So I've heard like a cashier be like, "You're buying this $100 Amazon gift card. Is it for you?" And they'd be like, "What?" And they'd be like, "Is it for you or someone you know?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's for my grandson." And they're like, and I've seen them be like, "I'm supposed to ask," but they're
really?
they're old, so they don't know how like scams work.
Yeah.
You know, which is why they're the biggest victims of scams, right? So they'll almost be like, "I don't understand why you're asking me this question," you know, because it sounds accusatory.
Yeah. That does sound like, why? What's the matter to you?
Yeah.
What do you need to know for?
And older people are more like that. I feel like the younger generation, like nowadays, if I like download a new app and they're like, "What's your birthday?" I was like, fucking everyone can know my birthday. I don't give a shit. You know
Well,
what I
we
mean?
know like what is valuable and what's not. Old people are like, I don't know what they can do with what anymore.
Yeah.
You know? So, and they are also the scam targets.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you ask me, scam away. Take down the old people. If they got money to like give, you know, to like their grandkids and stuff, then their grandkids should be like protecting them. You know?
Ooh.
They should be like, "Grandpa, don't give your info. That's your money coming to you. You got to protect your own money." You know, if somebody scammed your grandpa, you didn't do your part as a grandchild. You know? And if they got no one to give it to and they get scammed, well, then who cares? It wasn't going anywhere anyways. It was just going right back to the government or something.
You would make an excellent defense attorney for whoever's getting charged with scamming. I can imagine some of the jury being like, "Okay, I'm listening."
Yeah. Why is it a taxpayer's job or the CVS employee's job? It's your grandkids or nobody. That's all you got.
CVS, going to CVS now, like I wanted to buy soap, and you got to press a button because the soap is locked up because we do not live in a dystopian future, and you got to wait for someone to come over and open the soap for you.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Well, because I mean, the shoplifting is out of control.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's something got out. I don't know how, but I feel like I've used to work. Did you ever work retail? So, you know, like I worked in loss prevention. I was one of those loss prevention people.
Ooh, which is a fancy way of saying security for the supermarket, or what kind of store did you?
Circuit City.
Circuit City.
Back
Shout
when
out
Circuit City was alive. So I was one of those people. So I know the rules, yes, to Circuit City. But I'm aware that I was like, oh, we can't touch them or really do anything. I've always known that. And somehow that has gotten out.
Yeah.
That knowledge is now, and now everyone knows it. So everyone's like, oh, wait, they can't touch me. And now they're just walking out with things.
My dad, he's retired now, but he used to be a supermarket manager, and he was around for the days where they'd be like, yeah, if someone takes something, you tackle them and hold them down until the cops come, which is crazy that was ever like
that was fine at one point.
And I remember at some point, I guess like in the 90s, they were like, listen, if you can't try to detain someone, but if they run away, you have to let them run away.
Yeah, because all of a sudden they got sued. Some guy got tackled or something, and all of a sudden like broke his arm.
There was like this old guy, a little older than my dad, this like old school like New York like Italian guy, and he wouldn't like my dad was like, listen, stop tackling people. and he was just too old school to like. It didn't even. He couldn't even understand why it would be a bad idea to tackle a shoplifter. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like they actually had to let this guy go eventually because he just loved beating up shoplifters too much. Because the thing is like,
well, he didn't want to live in a world where you got to hit a button for soap.
Yes.
And I don't either. You know, if it was up to me, we would all have to like scan our credit cards to enter every store.
Okay.
You know, to prove you're good. And if you don't have that, and then you have to wait outside, you know, and mug people on their way out or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if it was up to me, credit cards to get in every store. All right.
You got to be on the grid if you want to shop.
If you're sleeping on the train, jail. Let's see. Asking for money, jail. Honestly, put all the homeless in prison.
So a lot of people listening might not understand, Jeff, that you are running for city council.
Yeah, I'm running for city council.
And that's your platform. A credit card to enter.
Yep.
And pretty much everybody goes to jail for like a little while.
Homeless go to jail. Old people, no protections.
No.
That is.
I like that because it's the worst part of like each ideology.
Yeah, that's the world I will be building.
Because usually like the law and order politicians are like, we have to take care of like children and old people. But you're like, no, listen, it's going to be the Wild West in both directions. You know?
Any north or south of 30, you're screwed.
Only trust someone if they're 30. That's the new expression.
Only people in their 30s will be fine.
364 days of being have all the rights of citizenship.
That's right.
Yeah. But I mean, you probably, you know, got these political views from growing up in the Midwest. And what was that like?
Growing up in the Midwest?
Growing up in the Midwest. What was
no, my political views are, I mean, honestly, quite lefty. From being in the Midwest, because everyone was so. I remember back in the first Iraq War and Afghanistan and all that. Remember the big?
I don't remember the first Iraq War.
Who knows? Wait, where's the first? No, the second one. Iraq
Part 2.
Yeah, Iraq Part 2. WW2 Iraq.
Yeah. Black Ops.
Yeah, everyone was all. Remember that was like support the troopsy. Everyone was like super like where I was at. Everyone was very like you have to or you.
Oh, same in upstate New York. Yeah,
very very. I hate it. Drove me nuts. So then I was like, screw all these people. But then you know, I also believe in a little bit of order. So it's gonna be a cop. I have a degree in criminal justice.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really? Okay. You're serious? You went with the goal of being a police officer? Oh, okay.
I wanted to be a cop. This was the plan. This is the original
plan. If you
plan.
had pulled me over, I would, because you have just such a funny way about you that even as a man in uniform, I'd be like, is this a bit?
It wouldn't have worked. I would have been a bad cop. But the idea was I wanted to be a cop and then use that as a launch off point for law school because I always wanted to be a lawyer. Defense attorney, actually.
Okay. Oh, and so your goal was I'm going to be a police officer and then I'm going to be a defense attorney. That's actually that's a pretty smart plan because you have like an idea of the other side. Okay.
And also, I think defense attorneys most important in the country.
Yeah.
They're the defense attorneys. I know they're sleazy. Everyone's like, oh, they're sleazy pieces of garbage, but they're the most needed.
Yeah.
You know, they're actually doing way more service than all these prosecutors. Don't trust them. They're trying to lock you up, you know, for sleeping outside. If I was a prosecutor.
I do feel bad for a defense attorney when they have like a particularly like egregious case and if the case is evil enough, everyone forgets that we live in a society where the trial has to be an adversarial relationship between two sides. Right. Otherwise we live in a totalitarian state.
Right. You need the defense guy to like keep the government in check.
Yeah. But if like a guy like throws 100 kittens into the fire and there's a video of him doing it and he's like smiling the whole time, everyone kind of forgets that a little bit.
Right.
They're like, just execute him now, dude.
I know it's terrible. You can't. You need the defense attorney, you know, and so that's why, if you ask me, OJ didn't do it. He was proved innocent,
It was his son.
and I will believe that.
So you're getting your undergrad in criminal justice.
I was going to Oakland Community College, which is they had a police program.
Okay, I was gonna ask how you went. Oakland, Michigan. Oh, okay.
Everyone thinks it's California.
Yeah, I have the same problem with being from Orange County, New York. Everyone's like, California. I'm like, the less famous one.
Yeah, it was Oakland, Michigan. Oakland County is the county. It's like,
okay.
And then I was going there for 2 years, and then it was like time to where I could have just gone right into the police academy, but I think I got cold feet. This is when I started getting cold feet.
Okay.
Because all of a sudden I was also smoking pot. I know.
Maxim, can you cut that out?
I was ripping doobies, you know, and then I started to be like, hold on, how am I supposed to enforce laws I don't believe in?
That's a good thought to have.
You know, I started waking up. So then I was like, well, I'll just go to a 4-year, you know, learn. I'll slow down. I'm getting nervous. And then I went to Oakland University, which was in the basketball thing. It just happened. March Madness.
Ooh.
OU. Yeah, it's my alma mater.
Shout out OU, honestly.
Everyone thinks they're from California. Every time they make it. They rarely do. But they get knocked out all the time. And so I go there, and I was there for like a semester, but they wanted me, I had to like take different science classes and all that. I didn't get the other one. I was like, this sucks. I can't do science. It's too hard.
Yeah.
So then I started stand up, and then I dropped out.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I didn't. So I got out without any student loans.
So your whole thing is like, let's do stand up for a few decades, and then that will give me the knowledge I need to be a defense attorney one day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I dropped out, so no student loans, which adds into my other point of view. I'm anti-student loan forgiveness.
Okay.
Because I don't have any.
Yeah. That's your platform?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Huh? I'm sorry you didn't drop out.
Maternity leave. I don't have tits either.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Huh?
You know, no, I believe in maternity leave. You know, if I'm living with her.
Maternity leave for one woman.
If we're separated, I don't, as long as I got mine, I don't care.
Yeah.
So dropped out, saved some money there, doing stand up, and then just a long life of poverty ever since.
Yeah, dude, I'm living that one. I got enough money till December.
Oh yeah,
and so my plan is to wait until exactly December and panic.
And then then what are you gonna do?
It's probably OnlyFans feet pics probably.
Well, so you got enough money to December? What do you mean? You're not working?
I'm not working. No, I'm sorry. I'm a professional comedian. Yeah.
Oh,
which means I'm living off my savings.
You're living off the savings and trying to get stand-up gigs and stuff?
Trying to get stand-up gigs. And that Midwestern tour, I lost $75. So I'm kind of
losing money?
Yeah. So I'm kind of I'm almost there. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. You're what a comic.
Yeah, dude.
Where'd you go?
I featured at the Comedy Catch in Chattanooga, Tennessee, not to brag. That was very fun.
Oh, okay.
And I was with my friend Ben Miller. You might know Ben. He's a science comedian.
Do I know Ben Miller? I know Ben Miller.
Yeah, he's a tall, skinny guy. Talks about science. Good man. I don't say it enough. He's a good man. But he had me open for him when he was doing like gigs in the South and in the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the rhythm I fell into is like I opened for him. We're going to Vermont soon.
Oh, where, Vermont Comedy Club?
Burlington. He does these like black box theaters, which are sometimes very fun, but sometimes run by people like improv people that I'm constantly worried I'm going to offend in some way.
How so?
I don't know. I feel there's an energy that improv people have where I'm like, if I accidentally say the R word, they're going to ask me to leave.
No. You think so?
You think I'm overthinking it?
I did improv.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I was an improviser. Yeah.
Hell,
you want to go somewhere right now?
Okay. Can I have a suggestion from the audience? Construction worker. Okay, perfect. And then can I have a setting? Do we have a setting?
Outside.
Outside. Oh, that's kind of crazy. A construction worker that's outside?
Yeah.
Okay, and can I get a time of year?
Middle of summer.
Okay, the middle. It's crazy how we're just coming up with this, right? Construction worker, not like there's construction outside or anything. Okay, so I'm a construction worker, and my name is Bobby. And
no, what you don't got to name yourself.
Oh,
Hey, we
okay.
only need these 3 things.
Okay.
It's all you get.
All right, you guys. If you're just listening, you're gonna want to turn on the. Okay.
Ooh, hot out today.
I'm so hot considering it is the middle of summer. Huh?
You bet.
Yeah, it's crazy how hot it is considering we are outside.
My wife left me.
Hold on, your wife left you?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Hold
that's
on,
terrible.
it's too loud. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Fold up my jackhammer.
While you're folding out your jackhammer, I'm gonna take off my hard hat and take my sandwich out of my tin lunchbox that I have.
Yeah, she left me. She cheated on me with my twin brother.
Your twin brother?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so it's a guy that looks exactly like you, but she's cheating on you with him?
Yeah, Derek.
Derek.
And you know what else he did?
What?
He killed me and took his job. I'm Derek. Pull out a gun.
Oh my God, Derek. Derek, you have a gun? Well, what do you have against me? I don't care that you fucked your brother's wife.
Take your clothes off.
Take all my clothes off?
all of them.
Oh my God. Now, Maxim, am I allowed to derobe in the... You know how
No,
you
you
could
can just pretend to take them off.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Give me your clothes. We're still in the scene. Give me all your clothes. I'm Derek, the evil twin who killed his brother and slept with his wife. Yeah.
Oh
And I
no,
eat
Derek,
clothes.
you're eating my clothes.
I'm a monster.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Scene.
So if you guys thought that was terrible, I have watched improv that was worse than that. I think I saw the meanest Onion article headline, which was audience can't believe this improv show is free. It's like the meanest thing. Yeah. So you did you start stand up? Like, did you do improv first, and that's how you got into stand up?
I think so. I think I did improv 1st. Yeah, I think I tried that. Or no, was it second? I can't remember. But I figured the improv, eventually I thought improv would help stand up. It did. You know?
Yeah.
I'm out there riffing. I'm in the moment all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
You are in the moment when you're on stage. You like to talk to the audience a lot.
Well, that's because I don't write anything.
Yeah. They're like, wow, he has so much material, but he's choosing to forego it.
No, you haven't written a thing in a long time.
Dude, my favorite thing to watch is, and this is mean, but like a new comic, and I've never been a new comic,
No.
they'll go and they'll be like, so I'm Japanese or whatever, like whatever their openers, and like they're not immediately showered with applause, and they just start panicking. They're like, oh no, this audience won't clap immediately.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
Although sometimes you're in front of a crowd and you're like, they suck so bad that nothing I could do can fix it. I don't know. Is that bad for me to feel that way?
What, that they suck so bad?
Yeah, like within like a few minutes, you're like, well, I'm just riding out the clock on this one because they seem to not understand humor.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
Well,
I usually turn on them.
yeah. Okay.
I get mad at them.
Immediately.
If they start to suck, I start getting mad at them.
Okay.
And then it either works or it doesn't.
I guess those are the options. aren't they?
They either go or come around or they go, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I just leave angry.
Yeah. For those that are unfamiliar with Jeff, this is not true. He's doing one of his little bits. You're actually one of the more happy comedians I know. Unless it's a ruse.
It might be a ruse.
Yeah.
You never know.
Or like you just have positive affectation. I have the same thing. Where people are like, Bobby's always in a good mood. I'm like, that's not true. I just smile a lot.
That might be it.
Yeah.
I think I just smile a lot.
I try not to burn the audience, but I did recently call a gentleman in the audience. For those that are sensitive, please plug ears. I called him a goose.
A goose?
I called him a goose.
Why?
Actually, you know what was funny is that I went, you fucking, and then went with goose at the last second. Because I was like, don't go too far. But here's what happened. Okay. I was at a comedy show where everyone seemed not to understand how stand-up works.
Okay.
Right?
They don't get it.
And I was the penultimate comedian.
Okay.
So I was second to last. person before me was the penny penultimate comedian. That means third to last.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the penny penultimate means fourth to last.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then there's first.
And then there's first, which depending on if there's 10 comics, you could say penny times 9 ultimate comedian if you want to be particularly annoying about it. But so I watched enough of the show where there was like enough different types of people that were all talented that weren't getting anything. So I was like, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? So I went up there emotionally prepared to get mostly nothing. But I said a joke that literally, and this is a room of like 24 people, that one guy laughed at. Like he did an audible laugh.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And then a guy from the other side of the room addressed him.
What?
And went, "What are you laughing about, bro?" And I was like,
That's
can't.
hilarious.
Dude, I'm like, he's laughing at the fucking joke, you fucking goose.
What are you laughing at? This sucks.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I would never, because I've seen people turn on a silent audience and people, it's their prerogative to be silent. They shouldn't fake laughter if that's not their actual emotion. But to be like, hey, you, stop laughing. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, the balls on this goose. Honestly, it's the best word for him. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Well,
I like that guy. That guy's funny.
no, Jeff, he sucks.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, I think, you know, it was interesting. I think he literally was like, it didn't read to him as a joke, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because then your response is to do nothing.
Yeah,
but for him to be like, you should stop.
What are you laughing?
And then I'm like, what? Should I have let the guy explain?
It's like he didn't even heckle you. He heckled
somebody
your
else.
one audience member that liked you.
Yeah. 20 people in a room and one like me. 1v20 situation.
Oh, no.
If ever there's been one. But I don't know. Have you ever had any weird audience interactions that you could think of?
I can think of?
Because you and I do, we've been on shows together where it seems to be like that the audience is 5 people and most of them are from Uzbekistan. And they thought that they were going to watch mimes throw pies at each other.
Yes. Yeah. That's what they wanted. I don't think so. That I can think of off the top of my head. I don't know, I'm sure there's some.
No audience member has admonished somebody else for laughing at your jokes?
No. You'll get the ones. I guess some of them I've had. I have one lady where every time I joke, I would do after every joke, she would just go, "Oh."
Oh, I hate that, dude.
Like they were sad or something.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like, it's like, these are my jokes as I'm talking about me. And she just kept going, "Oh."
Dude, as a self-deprecating Daniel myself, I've experienced that. I'm like, I'm clearly okay.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about it in a public setting.
Right. I'm better. I'm fine. I'm better than you are, you piece of garbage. Oh. Shut up.
That's how you deal with Oz in the future.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Snap on him right away.
Yeah. There was a lady last night that she's very nice. She's this older black lady and she was in the front row. By the way, no one else was in the front row. So that's the vibe she's bringing. She's like, I'm ready for the comedy show.
Oh, she wanted it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm ready to get roasted.
She was such a nice lady, dude. And she wasn't awing. She was doing this thing where she was being a good active listener, which is something you need in a one-on-one conversation, but not from an audience member. So I'd be like, so I went to the store the other day and she would go, uh-huh. And I was like, and I go to the cashier. Yeah.
She was being present.
Dude, it felt like she was being like a hype man or a hype woman, I guess. You know what I mean?
Did anyone roast her? Did somebody talk about how she has a dusty vagina? Classic old lady joke.
Oh man. No, this woman was such a good audience member. I'm gonna assume she had a moist,
really
clean vagina.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Dusty vagina is such a good insult.
Oh, classic.
Because it's not. It's like dry vagina. It's like, come on. You get but dusty vagina is the implication that like no one's been there for a while, so it's almost like a Wild West, like a tumbleweed going across the labia.
I guess, yeah, it's collected dust. It's been out of use for so long.
Yeah,
you know, nobody has used it. You know,
well, it's the opposite of slut shaming. I guess it's celibacy shaming, right? It's like, hey, bitch, why don't you get fucked every once in a while?
Yeah,
I guess people
yeah.
say shit like that too. Yeah,
yeah, you can say that. Hey, when's the last time you got fucked, you old bitch? That would have been a good one too.
we did chat after the show because I did like a lot of like my opener a lot of the times is like I went on a date and it didn't go well. And I think sometimes audience members like they take it as like a thing that like they don't understand when I say like something recently happened that it's actually based on something that happened 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she was like giving me advice. This older black lady who was about 4'11" was giving me. I don't know why that's a part of the description that I need.
Oh, she was
everybody to know.
short.
She's yeah, so short that I even towered over her.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And you're
crazy?
like what?
4'12", which is a measurement. 4'12".
Then 5.
Yeah, 4'12", 4'13". So she was like, what did she say to me? She said, you have to make sure that the lighting on stage is better. And I was like, what an interesting critique. And she's like, because you have beautiful red hair, which is something all old black. If you're a black woman who's a baby boomer or older, you're going to tell me how beautiful my red hair is.
Really?
I don't understand like culturally why that is, but it always happens.
Because it's a rarity.
I guess so. Yeah.
You don't see that all the time.
And she was like, she was like, the stage has to be lit so people could see your bright red hair. And then she goes into whisper. This is off stage after the show. She whispers in my ear and me ear, like I'm a pirate. She whispers in my ear, so you could get sucked off after the show.
No way. No.
I was so surprised. Dude.
She really said that?
She said sucked off after the show.
She said sucked off?
Yeah.
This lady rules.
She does rule, dude. I wanted to
I like
hang out
this
with
lady
her.
now.
Dude, honestly,
she gets
like
sucked off after the show. Sure wasn't me in a wig. It's like something I would say. Suck you off really good.
I don't know, Jeff. Was it you?
I don't know. You'll never know.
We'll have to put on a wig and see how I feel. Yeah, I was like, can I make something happen with this old lady?
My Lord.
I don't think I would be able to handle the rejection if she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. She's like, no way. Not me, of course. Sucked off.
Sucked off.
Wow. Powerful language.
I know, dude. Because anyone's blowjob in 2024, it's not that offensive or.
Blowjob?
Yeah. Or.
No, it's funny.
Yeah. But sucked off. It has that hard consonant. It's like you want to get sucked off right now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. You want me to suck you off?
Yeah.
Suck that red hair off your pecker.
People do ask me if the carpets match the drapes, and why wouldn't they? Why would my pubes be different color?
Mine kind of don't.
Really?
My pubes are more red.
Really? Because you're.
I got a tinge of red.
Does it grow in your beard too?
Yeah. It comes in the beard, and it comes in the pubic. My mom's pubis.
Oh, your mom's pubis. I thought you said your mom's pubis.
Ew.
Yeah. No, I was going to be concerned as well. Yeah.
So yeah, it's I got I'm a little red below the top of the noggin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice
I used to hate it. I used to be more red.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's God bless
with
you.
age.
I'm not. I'm like the only person I think looking forward to going white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think like my hair turning white, because like if my grandparents are any indication of it, like it doesn't turn gray, it turns white, right? And I think that would look very cool. Like I know a couple of comedians that are like maybe a little older than me, but they just went white early, and I think they look. Pause. They look. You're not supposed to say pause before it. They look very handsome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now pause.
Guy that's trying. Like white guy that's trying to make black friends, and but he's using pause incorrectly. Yeah.
Yeah, you look like an Anderson Cooper.
Yes, yeah. When I go white, I'll look exactly like Anderson Cooper.
You got the same head shape,
A little bit.
long,
Yeah.
like a long thin head.
I grew out my hair, and even now, people say I look like Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, I thought growing out my hair would change that, but
I don't see it.
He hasn't. Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay. When I used to, because would have my hair like even shorter than yours, but like a little beyond a crew cut. That's how short I used to keep my hair, and it would be like not the swoopy thing. It would just be like a Caesar almost. And then I guess that really brought home. I think he and I have like a similar face structure, right? Unfortunately, not a similar bank account, if you know what I'm saying.
I hear that.
No. But if anybody, Jeff, wants to maybe send you money via Venmo or Cash App, can you tell the listeners where they can find you there and possibly your social media as well?
Oh, yeah, I am. My Venmo's at Jeff-Sheen. And you can find me on socials at New York Jeffrey. As New York, Jeffrey, the only one. And JeffSheen.com. There you go.
Hell yeah, guys. Follow Jeff. He's a great hang, as you heard today. And remember, folks, early today, early to rise. I fucked up the outro.
Pause.
Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm just playing night owls. You know I love you.
Thank you.